Gone are the days when everyone with a sore throat and a runny nose got one of these swabs. So it's impossible to know precise numbers, just how many people are sick with COVID, flu, and other respiratory viruses. But some of the stats paint a picture. 2 weeks before Christmas, there were 26 people in hospital with influenza, the highest so far this season. Add to that 15 people hospitalized for COVID-19. And people are still dying. 2 that week from COVID and another 2 from influenza. There are other indications people are sick, like more calls to the health line with questions about respiratory infections, 312 in 1 week, and 2.8% of emergency room visits are people with flu-like symptoms, the highest this season.
For COVID-19, we seem to be trending about where we were last year at this time. For influenza, our numbers are not quite as high as we saw last year at this time. However, that was an early season, so our peak was a bit earlier, and we're waiting for more data over the holidays to see where we're sitting right now.
Elsewhere in the country, emergency rooms are overrun, thanks in part to flu and COVID and other bugs like RSV. Here in Newfoundland and Labrador, the health authority warned over the holidays of longer wait times in emergency rooms, but what they're dealing with is not out of the ordinary.
What we're seeing right now is consistent with what we've seen in years prior as far as the number of cases. So we do expect that our emergency rooms and healthcare staff will be able to anticipate this and put everything in place needed to provide patients with the highest quality care.
Protections for now are optional. Masks are encouraged but not required, even in hospitals. Up-to-date vaccinations for the latest strain of COVID and flu are also recommended, but most haven't rolled up their sleeves. We know that fewer than a quarter of the province has received a flu shot this year, and just 17%, or 1 in 6 people, are up-to-date with their COVID vaccines.
We do understand that people are getting tired. However, vaccination is the first and foremost way to protect yourselves and your loved ones. These viruses are constantly evolving, and the vaccines are evolving and being updated to match the strains that we're seeing.
It's also becoming harder to find a free test kit. Libraries, which were used to distribute the kits, are reporting that many branches, including all of the ones in the St. John's area, don't have any left. Peter Cowan, CBC News, St. John's.